Hello, today we have an interesting story. Title: Is it wrong to ask for a separation after my wife told me to get over my friend's death? My friend unexpectedly lost her life in a car crash 5 months ago. I've known her since childhood, practically since we were babies, because our fathers were best friends since college. We were very close throughout our lives. I married my wife 6 years ago, and we have 2 children. Our marriage was amazing until my friend's death 5 months ago. Losing her felt like a hole had been pierced in my heart. I was asked to speak at her funeral because I was considered her best friend, but I couldn't say anything and just teared up. My wife helped me a lot through the grieving process, and I also started seeing an online grief counselor who has been very supportive. I was really thankful for my wife's support while I dealt with the grief. It's been 5 months, and I am still grieving. My counselor said there is no set amount of time to get over grief and that it's important I have time to work through it. Over these past months, there are times when I just zone out and feel guilty, especially during romantic moments with my wife, and she senses it. Last night, we were cuddling and having a romantic moment while I was massaging her hands. We were both extremely drunk, and I zoned out again until my wife brought me back to reality. She then casually asked when I would get over my friend's loss, adding that it wasn't like my friend was my soulmate. Hearing the word soulmate, I broke down completely, and my wife immediately apologized, saying she shouldn't have said that. I then asked my wife if we could temporarily separate until I am more in tune with my feelings and better able to handle my grief, which caused my wife to cry a lot. I am sober now, but I am still considering a temporary separation, not a divorce. I would still be in a co-parenting relationship with my wife. Being with her right now is causing me more grief, even though it is not her fault at all. I think a separation might potentially help with my grief. Update. After reading the comments, I had a sort of coming to Jesus moment and realized my wife does not deserve how I've been treating her these past few months. I've been so absorbed with sadness and guilt that I have sort of forgotten about my wife. It was a moment of weakness on my part. A couple of hours ago, I apologized to my wife for bringing up the idea of separation and for how I've been behaving lately. She was really happy about the apology and said I had no reason to apologize. We had a really romantic moment after that, reconnecting in a way we hadn't in months. I am still going to start looking for an in-person therapist because I think it will be beneficial for me to talk to someone face-to-face. However, I am now committed to giving 100% to my wife and focusing on our relationship. We only have one life, and we deserve to live it to the fullest. I am determined to do my best for my wife and our 2 children. Regarding my friend, we did have extremely strong non-romantic feelings for each other, but I'd rather not delve into that too much. My focus now is entirely on my wife and children. It's important for me to prioritize my family and make up for the emotional distance I've created. Moving forward, I'm dedicated to being more present and attentive to my family's needs. My wife has been incredibly supportive through my grieving process, and she deserves the same level of support and love from me. Together, we will navigate this challenging time, and I will work hard to rebuild and strengthen our relationship. Thank you all for your insights and support. It's given me the clarity I needed to take these positive steps in my life.